There are two of you. One is the professional you were meant to become. The other is an amateur, and he has been quietly running your life. He is why your best work stays unfinished. Your real life stays postponed. Your gifts stay buried. Today, you are going to kill him. This war has a name as old as discipline itself: the amateur and the professional. And the line between them is not talent, or luck, or how you happen to feel. It is whether you show up and do the work, especially on the days you would rather not. Marcus Aurelius woke himself each morning with a single command. Rise, he told himself, and do the work of a human being.
At dawn, when you struggle to rise, tell yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being.
You will know the amateur by his habits, because they are the habits of resistance itself. He waits until he feels ready. He takes every failure personally. He keeps a comfortable backup plan, so he never has to fully commit. He works when inspired and hides when he is not. The amateur is not a bad person. He is simply a person who has not yet decided to become serious. Stephen Pressfield drew the line that defines a life. The amateur, he said, plays for fun. The professional plays for keeps. The amateur loves the idea of the work. The professional loves the work. The professional shows up sick, tired, afraid, and uninspired, and does it anyway. He has stopped waiting to feel like doing it, because he knows that feeling is not coming to save him.
The amateur plays for fun. The professional plays for keeps.
Here is the lie that keeps the amateur an amateur: that he is waiting for inspiration, for motivation, for the right conditions. The professional knows the secret the amateur refuses to hear. The muse shows up after you do. Discipline is not the enemy of inspiration. It is the trap that catches it. You do not feel your way into the work. You work your way into the feeling. Tim Grover trained the most relentless competitors alive and found one thing in common. They did the work no one saw, in the dark, with no applause. They were not addicted to the spotlight. They were addicted to the result. While everyone else was negotiating with their comfort, they had simply removed comfort from the conversation. Relentless is not a mood you summon. It is a standard you refuse to drop.
The relentless do the work when no one is watching and ask for nothing in return but the result.
The amateur wants to arrive. The professional is content to become. He gives the craft the years it actually demands. He is not humiliated by being a beginner, because he knows mastery is only a beginner who never stopped. The shortcut is the amateur's favorite fantasy, and it leads, always, back to the start. The only way past 10,000 hours has ever been through them. Bob Rotella spent his life teaching champions one impossible discipline. Play the next shot, not the last one. The amateur drags every mistake forward, replaying the failure until it poisons the present. The professional misses, lets it die where it lies, and steps up clean to the only thing he controls: what happens now. A short memory for failure is not denial. It is the discipline that keeps you in the game.
Play the shot in front of you, not the one you just missed.
The amateur is always asking for permission. Is this good enough? Do they approve? Am I allowed? The professional has stopped asking the crowd and started answering to the craft. The standard he serves is not the room's opinion. It is the work's own demand to be done right. And the work, unlike the crowd, can never be fooled. The amateur keeps a plan B and is proud of how sensible it is. But the backup plan is precisely what sabotages the main one. A divided commitment is no commitment at all. The professional burns the boats, not recklessly, but because he knows a part of him will always quietly aim for the easier exit. You cannot cross the ocean while keeping one foot on the shore. And here is what the amateur can never quite believe. The professional is not grinding through the work to reach the reward. The work is the reward. The outcome is a consequence. The doing is the point. A man who has fallen in love with the practice itself has already won on every single day that he shows up. So here is the entire secret, and it will disappoint you with how simple it is. Show up every day, especially when you don't feel like it. The professional, Pressfield said, shows up every day. That is it. That is the whole magic trick. The amateur spends his life looking for somewhere more complicated. Greatness is not an event. It is an attendance record.
The professional shows up every day.
So here is the turn. You do not wait to feel like a professional before you act like one. You act like one first, today, this morning, on this piece of work, and the identity follows the action. Turning pro is not a moment that arrives. It is a decision that you make, and you can make it right now with the very next thing you were about to put off. This is a practice, because the amateur does not die once. He resurrects every single morning, whispering that today you have earned a day off. So every day, you kill him again the same way. You show up, you do the work, and you do not negotiate. Not when it's hard, not when it's boring, not when no one is watching. You become a professional, the only way anyone ever has. One unremarkable, disciplined day at a time. So here is your charge. Kill the amateur. Not someday, when the conditions are perfect and the fear is gone. They never will be. And it will not. Tomorrow morning, before the amateur can talk you out of it, show up and do the work like the professional you have decided to become. He has run your life long enough. Today, you take it back.